Our section, the section History of International Relations, has an excellent group of scholars, researchers, lecturers who try to collect insights and a better understanding of our contested global order. What we do is that we offer teaching programs, classes, we write books on European integration, conflict security, globalization, to gain more understanding of this contested global order. And here in Utrecht we have an excellent display of people who are totally well versed in conveying their thoughts on this.
So the history of Europe is characterized on the one hand by war, conflict, devastation, and on the other hand, which is really striking, periods of integration, of cooperation. So at certain points of time, states have been willing to cooperate with each other instead of going to war. And within the research theme, Europe and the World, we try to analyze these processes. We try to answer the question, why this is the case.
The world is changing fast. Migration is growing, international economic interdependencies are growing, and the power in the world is shifting from the West to other places in the world. We have to account for these changes. We have to try to understand these changes. And history is a very important instrument to understand these changes, to analyze these changes, and to understand the present.
In the theme conflict and security, we're interested in theory, but we're also always do this in dialogue with finding new empirical data. So we go off into the field to find new empirical data, new stories about war and peace. For instance, we go to the northern part of Syria, Rojava, to understand the role of women in the military. But we also go into the archives and try and see how and why in the 19th century we see the formation of a European security culture. So it's always this dialogue between theory and empirical new data that is at the core of our research topic on conflict and security.
At Utrecht University we're offering a new BA track in international relations from a historical perspective. This BA track is really unique in the Netherlands for a number of reasons. In the first place, it offers a really thrilling combination of research both from a historical and from a social science perspective. In the second place, we do not only base it on our 3 research themes, but we also emphatically use it to prepare our students for the job market, for example through internships at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
We offer 2 master programs. The first one, Conflict Studies and Human Rights, focuses on how conflicts all over the world emerge and evolve. The second program is titled International Relations in Historical Perspective, and this program aims to give an in-depth understanding of the way international relations developed in the modern era. By combining international history, political science and, for example, security studies, we offer students historical backgrounds to current-day pressing problems.
We believe in sharing knowledge. We think it's very important to get out there in the outside world, and we help our students do exactly that through internships and through special projects like Dare to be Grey.
Studying history, writing books, teaching is fun, it's relevant, it matters. What we do here in Utrecht is to engage with each other, with students, with researchers, with officials or others in society in looking into history and showing that you can always apply different perspectives. For example, in my domain, terrorism, there are always other solutions thinkable. History is contingent. And that feast of history, this diversity, is what we study and offer here in Utrecht.